In Pirates of Black Cove, the basic premise is essentially that we have our Pirates of Black Cove. They wield a symbolic evil power over the residents of Caribbean. So basically the Middle Earth concept here is that our character, or destined champion, has to embark on a certain amount of missions and follow a certain structure in order to unite all three factions, being pirates, corsairs, and buccaneers. And together they have the power then to overthrow the Pirates of Black Cove. And of course our character achieves then his destined objective or destiny, which is to be the Pirate King and ruler of Black Cove. Role-playing elements basically consist of firstly characters, which you as the player assume the role of a pirate destined to unite the factions of Black Cove or of the Caribbean. And this basically implies that you need to select carefully based on a certain skill set or skills and abilities that best suit your style of playing. We also have experience, so you're able to sort of accumulate experience points for both you and your crew. Leveling up, basically at the end of most of the missions there's an opportunity to level up. You choose from a pool of skills and abilities. Again, you make decisions whether or not you share these skills with your crew or do you take them for yourself. And of course skills and abilities imply a degree of variation in terms of how you approach the game. So certain skill sets would imply you approach the game in a certain direction, and certain skill sets imply you approach it in another direction. Well, for example, you have a character in the game that represents pirates. He has a barrel as a leg. When we're looking at the skill stats, for example, in this particular player, he's good to have on board your ship simply because if you take damage on the side, you can use the barrel to plug the ship so that you don't actually sink. We have, for example, our corsairs who are experts in training birds, so they have hawks with them all the time. You want him on board your ship or in the land battle so that you're able to get a bird's eye view of the terrain or the battle or the sea. So, you know, I guess you're getting the picture here. We're not going with your traditional skills and abilities, but we're trying to work with a degree of wit and get a little bit out there with the whole concept, yeah. Well, basically within each faction we have 7 basic unit types. Obviously, again, referring to buccaneers, they're excellent marksmen, so they tend to excel there. But the key thing is we've got characters that are not, or units that are not sort of your typical units. We have beefcakes that we're referring to internally, and these guys carry around cannons. We have metal mongers. These are your, I guess you could call them dwarf on steroids, that, you know, wield the sword that mere mortals like you and I would not even be able to lift but an inch from the ground. So just to give an example of the kind of variety and I guess you could say wit that we're bringing on top of the character style. A big part of the experience we want you to have is again, adventure. So obviously it's an open world. There are missions that are associated with each faction, and the more you accomplish within those missions, the more favor you gain with the faction leaders. But it's only once you've united all three, so gone through the missions, that you're able to go up against the Pirates of Black Cove and actually defeat them. Well, I mean, the battles in Pirates of Black Cove, obviously there's naval battles, and this is something we've done and we're good at. The idea is to get a really sort of arcade-ish feel to the whole thing, but something that we haven't really done before and something we're really excited about this time is the land battles. Not your typical prolonged kind of land battles, because of course pirates are more suited to skirmish, so the idea is it's get in, get the job done, get out. Yeah. How will people feel after playing Pirates of Black Cove? I think it's going to be a little bit of a Monty Python moment for most people. I mean, and now for something completely different. And for the most part, I'm really counting on the fact that they will be as excited as we are and enjoy the game 100%. Yeah.